What is up, everybody? I am That So Mac Daddy, and today I have the privilege, nay, the honor of bringing you something very special. Today, I'm gonna be having someone on, a very good streamer friend of ours, Lily's Bubbles. All right, they are going to be streaming with us, and let me get them on the cam so that we can see them. There they are. Can you hear us, Lils?
Hi! I think so.
Boom. All right, and with that, let me pull up my script. So your group scatters to the winds like
Yes.
different pieces of leaf that have flown off of a single tree. You notice Narissa, she heads directly towards the city gates, ignoring the line, and just walks right over, like through a bunch of people, like cradling her broken hand as like her fingers like bent almost completely backwards. There's like exposed like blood and like cuts on it as the skin's been pulled. As you like, please roll over here. And you're like, ugh. And then you see Everett Sandrovo, the rogue with the dry humor or lack of, has vanished completely. You do not know where they are. And the last time you spoke to them, they literally said, she's about to steal that. Oh. Before Narissa got her hand broken. You see Sev Day, the one that you guys went into the healing tents, the human farmer that is missing. Her teeth are like jagged and misplaced because of the very bad healing that the dwarven field medic did to them. They're also missing most of their eyebrows and the entire bangs. Like, you know how mullets is like business in the front and party in the back? There's no business. It's just all like flat landscape, crusty and burnt. And that's why she was freaking out. She just is like blubbering and like reading posters like, there's gotta be something else you can see she like grabs onto one and goes, oh, this has gotta be it, and like runs towards like what looks like to be a bunch of muscular men beating each other up, and you're like, that can't be helpful.
Oh,
that
no.
Can't be helpful. And then you see your friend D. Montgomery, the half-orc farm. They are walking in a direction towards the rewards tent, like flicking at their red ticket cutty currency that was just earned from your windmill job. And they look inside, and you see them start to talk to somebody, and then they walk in, and you're like, huh.
Okay.
Interesting. And as you're standing there holding on to your fresh rewards from the mill job, you are looking around this tent town, and I want you to give me a perception check.
Ooh, already.
Already.
Okay.
We love the sound of the boop, and that's a 16! Okay, all right.
That's one more than I originally got.
All right, well, you have a +1. Okay, so, all right, so you look around, and as you are perceiving the world around you, you can hear the sights and smells of the tent town. There's day laborers, who are people that are taking, like, level 0 jobs of, like, breaking small rocks and making smaller rocks, breaking big rocks, making them, like, bigger rocks. And Idle's just giving you advantage to your next roll. Okay, Idle, let's go. Then you see that there are level 1, there are these adventuring groups that are bustling around, mercenaries, monster hunters, everybody that you saw when you first arrived into this city, because the Old Town Revitalization Project is huge. It encompasses all work from slaying monsters to laying roads to rebuilding buildings and all sorts of infrastructure. The road gives way to a trampled grass long before you see something in the distance, what looks like to be another large tent, similar to the one where you get your jobs from. However, the one that you get your jobs from is like a boring canvas that has like giant billowing banners to draw the eye. However, the tent that is being raised just off the, like on the outside of the tent town, is bright gold and red.
Ooh.
And you see what looks like to be a bunch of wagons that started like setting up in like a ring around it and moving things off of. And you see like large like platforms. You see like poles. You see cages of animals. You can see knives, flames, instruments, anything to even like some kind of like nails and rope to potentially keep putting up the tent as helping hands and what looked like to be large people start putting up this tent.
Ooh. Can I... Wait, so is the tent already up or no?
It's almost done. It's
Okay.
still in the process, so like it's mostly as high, but people are still like nailing down like the final stabilizing ropes.
Okay, can I kind of make my way over there and look at the animals?
you make your way over to the animals, and you see they're like kind of pushed off to the side in a cluster of cages. You see what looks like to be lions and tigers, or actually, give me. I don't think Callie has ever seen a lion or a tiger, or you've seen wolves, you've seen bears, you've seen elk, you've seen like goats. Maybe you've seen like a mountain lion. Maybe you've seen like a cougar, like a smaller. But you've never seen like a tiger with these stripes and bright orange colors. And you've never seen a lion with this plumage and mane. You also see what looks like to be a giant owl bear, feathers tufted over this monstrous it's about 5 feet tall on all fours. If it were to stand up, it would probably be about 8 to 10 feet tall, roughly a ton. And it sits in its giant cage, and it's just like picking at its feathers and just goes like...
Okay.
As you look at the animals, someone goes, "You like the furry ones, lass?"
I like turn around towards the like sound of the voice. I'm like, yeah, I've never seen animals like these before.
As you stare and look, you see what looks like to be a very tall, gangly, blue furry faced, like almost like a deer nose, like pushed up slightly. They have soft eyes. They have a humanoid head, like a humanoid body, you know, arms, legs, torso. But their feet end in what looks like to be like paws, almost these wide, long pads with big poofy toes. They are barefoot. They're clothed. They have like some nice robelets on, like sashes around their waist. They have a staff by their side. This is a furblorg, a forest person. And she is skinny but very tall and covered in like very short blue fur. It looks very soft. She looks very fluffy. She goes, "You like the furry ones, lass? You've never seen any like this."
No, I haven't. Wow. Yeah, all these animals are beautiful. I like gesture back to the cage and I look back to her and I'm like, I honestly left my village because I wanted to learn more. I felt like I was in such a box my entire life, and there's so much out there, you know?
I do, lass. These animals have come from places you've likely never seen. Huh? And then she looks over you and goes, "Wait, lass," and she walks over to you and like grabs your wrist and examines you more. "Why are you covered in blood and bruises and burnt clothing? You look like you've just come from a fire."
Ding ding ding. Yeah, I was on a job over at the other tent with my friends, my group. I don't know where we stand quite yet. I think they're my friends. Anyways, yeah, we kind of had an accident and there was a fire and I almost like died twice, and so yeah, it's been kind of crazy recently.
Crazy's our life, but she looks you over now. "I've never had a day like yours in a long time. Are you here for the circus, lass? You can see all these animals perform live tonight."
Oh, tonight? Does it cost me anything to get in?
Oh, I'm not quite certain how we're going to be using the currency. Your town out here seems to only use some red paper as money instead of gold. We only really accept gold.
Yeah, it's called squib. You could probably...
Ugly word. Squib.
I don't know where they got that either. It's a silly word if you ask me.
Fatty. Well, how about you come inside and see if it's something you might be wanting to pay a squib, or typically it's 2 silver pieces. But I don't know how to work out the currency thing.
I don't know either.
Let me show you inside. And she like opens the tent and you like look inside and you see what looks like to be a halfling man. He has got like a box of like full of knives and he's just like throwing them at like a dartboard, like practicing while everyone's setting up the tents. Like ropes are grown, poles thud into the earth. Someone laughs high and from somewhere overhead, a wagon wheel squeals, metal clinks in rhythmic bursts, and you fully step into the circus. The air smells of hay, oiled leather, wood smoke, and something sweet that you really can't name. Not the smoke of tribal campfires or the clean sap scent of pine. This is layered, crowded, alive. the scent of 100 intentions moving at once, hands bustling, things happening. You've never seen work like this as intricate and as three-dimensional. When you guys as a tribe were doing something like a hunt, it was always moving forward, being on the ground. Everyone's in the air, on stuff, on ropes. The tightrope is being set up. You see what looks like to be a halfling just like casually walking across, checking tightness and like flipping and practicing. You see it bends and they call over to somebody, a little more to the left. The great tent towers above you, impossibly tall. The central mass like a tree carved by giants. Canvas ripples in the wind while a team of workers hauls the last stabilizing lines taut, boots digging into the mud and muscles straining. When the rope's locked into place, the entire structure hums, a deep resonant vibration like a plucked harp string. Inside the open flap, the world is color and motion. Lanterns hang half-lit, glass catch late sun, and scattering fractured gold across sawdust floor. The ring itself still being shaped. Rakes drag across circles into the earth. The Goliath lifts an entire crate by himself as if it were kindling. A halfling scampers along a rope above, tying knots with their teeth while humming softly. You hear music, not performance, not yet, but tuning. A violin tests a high note that quivers like a dragonfly wing. The drum thuds twice. Somewhere someone runs scales on a flute, each note quick and bright. Behind a partition of painted wagons, animals shift in their pens. We already went through the animals. You haven't seen a festival like this before. You know tribal rites you've seen with like painted dancers and bonfires under starlight, but you've never known a spectacle like this. This is a gathering. This is a machine of wonder.
Yeah, I don't know if she's walking next to me, but I kind of look at her and this is incredible. I've never quite seen anything like this. You guys just set up shop and just put this up and move around all the time?
Oh, a little more than you'd like, sweetie. It doesn't sound as luxurious as you make it seem.
Well, it looks really impressive, though. I'll give you that. I have a lot of respect for you.
A cart of mirrors roll past you, catching your reflection in the shattered features. Wide-eyed, wind-tossed hair, hands still dusty from the road, and in one shard you look like a small child next to this large creature. And you can see you are just absolutely caked in blood still. You're just like,
just like, oh, I didn't realize how bad it was. Oh. Is there anywhere I could freshen up, maybe?
Oh, well, in the distance you hear, "Where's that goddamn bard?" And you see the half elf just like drop his crate of knives on the ground and is like, "We're supposed to be practicing. Where is he?" And he takes the knife he's holding and he like throws it like 30 feet and it hits the center mass like dead center.
Well, he's scary. Who is he? What are you guys? What's going on?
Yeah, well, we seem to be missing a member of our troop recently. They went out the other night and have not returned.
Uh-oh.
You see that the half elf look at you and go, "Who are you?" He says evenly, voice low and smooth, and he like has another like knife in his hand. He goes, "Why are you covered in blood?"
Sorry, I just kind of was walking over to look around and stuff, and I met, what was your name again?
She kind of like, she looks over and goes, "Kale, be nice. She is but a child. She knows nothing of our world. Don't be mean, be nice." And he goes, he kind of walks up to you and goes, "Do you like the circus?"
I don't know. I've never been to a circus, I guess.
You've never been to the circus?
No.
He just says like incredulously.
No, we never really got anything remotely like this back where I'm from.
And he looks, the half elf looks over at the floorboard and goes, "Mother Thistles, where did you find this one?" She goes, "Not from the woods, just outside, I promise."
Yeah, sorry, I was over there by that other tent and my friends all kind of disappeared, so I just got curious and walked over here. I hope I'm not intruding or anything.
He goes, No. he goes, look, we are supposed to be practicing, and unfortunately, our other bard does not seem to be here. So unless you know somebody that is good with music, this might not be the best place for you to actually be. And he like looks over at Mother Thistles, who just kind of like shrugs. That you get the impression that she might bring strays around.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to bother you guys, and I don't know what kind of music you guys do here, but I don't want to speak too highly of myself and disappoint you, but I am a bard, and I kind of like pull out my little like lute from like behind my back from under my cloak.
You just kind of like as you pull your lute out, all of a sudden you feel this like crumpling and folding underneath your cloak as you realize you were thrown and slammed on multiple times. Your lute is like the only thing that was holding it together was probably the case that you have it strapped under you behind your back, as it is like crushed underneath you. As soon as you pull it out, it like crumples into a couple pieces. The string's broken. You're just like,
no! I'm just like, well, I don't have my lute anymore, which is really unfortunate. My brother gave me that, but if you have something I could play, I have fiddled with a couple of things. Pun intended.
A figure in a crimson coat steps forward from the deeper shadows of the ring. All right, so you find yourself in this tent, back to my script, and so you're holding the broken remains of your lute in your hand, and you go,
just like, no.
The crowd parts as this figure walks up to you. They seem to be a bright red tiefling. They have a very sharp features, humanoid. They have these goat-like horns that extend back to their skull that like fully covers their head, and they have cloven hooves, so they like walk with like a up to you. He seems to have a lot of swagger. He's got like open chest like shirt. He's got a big like coat as you would expect. He's got like a big top hat that's in his hands, and his like gloves are immaculate. His horns are elegant. When he clasps his hands behind his back, like his shadow seems to be moving just like slightly slower than him in the lantern light. You think you are seeing it wrong. Give me a perception check. Okay, so with that, you definitely see like his hand moves and then his shadow move. Like there's like a delay in his stream react like to his shadow. There is like something's not right, and you're like, you like pop out your eyeballs, you rub them on your shirt, you put them back in.
So he's walking up to me at this point, right? Okay. But he hasn't said anything, right? I'm just kind of looking at him.
He's walking up to you, and like everyone's like and everyone looks at him, and you see the half elf go. She says she plays, boss. His gaze settles on you, not on the blood, and on the way you stand despite of it. He goes, interesting. He steps into the ring, boots whispering through the sawdust. He goes, you appear as if you have survived something.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day? 2 days? There's been a lot happened. I've passed out multiple times, so I don't really know how many days it's been. But
he goes,
yeah.
Like a small smile like touches his lips. He goes, our second bard appears not to have survived punctuality. A few nervous laughters like flicker and die. He gestures towards the instruments laid carefully near the edge of the ring. A lute polished with amber, a violin resting in a cradle, a hand drum, and a set of pipes wrapped in cloth. He goes, tell me, you said you can play?
A little bit. I mean, I'm kind of self-taught, but I would like to say I know enough. I don't know if I know enough to help you guys out. I mean, this seems like a very well-oiled this group of people running a good show.
Like all eyes are looking at you now, and as you as he goes, we're short one bard tonight. We do not require perfection. We just require presence. Would you perhaps be able to fill in tonight?
I can try. I would like to. Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not?
Perfect. And then you hear like a violin like go hang, like as if going off note, and you're like, and you see walking forward from behind you is a pale faced, very like platinum blonde female, a woman. She is dressed with like black silks and like very fine details that cuffed around the wrists. They like slit around the legs for like movement, and it like flows around her. And she goes, "We're just taking in riffraff off the street now."
I just kind of look towards the ringleader and Mother Thistles. I'm just kind of like, it's not up to me. Sorry.
The violinist steps forward, like very precisely calculating, like 3 paces away from you. She does not hurry. Lantern light finds her as if it's been waiting. Her pale hair is woven back intricately and fine braided, threaded with living blossoms that seem to bloom faintly at the edges. Small white petals unfurl, closing and opening softly beneath. Her posture is perfect, shoulders relaxed, chin level. Her gown is layered silk and muted spring greens and soft gold fabric, cut to move without tangling. She carries her violin like one might carry a blade. The performer shifts her weight. Knife thrower folds his hands. The halfling drops lightly from the tightrope. A dragonborn leans back on a support beam. It goes against his weight. The ringmaster says nothing. Violinist stops measuring you briefly, and then she extends you the violin. And then a small booklet. She goes, "Start with this."
Oh,
Can you play
okay.
a violin?
I
Can your
have.
character play a violin?
I have I have the flute, the lute, and the war gong.
The flute, the lute, and the war gong. Okay. You look at the violin as if it were some kind of strange creature. Go ahead and give me a intelligence saving throw, which you can make with advantage to see how well you know how to play this instrument.
You said intelligence?
Yes.
Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So it's a good saving throw. Now you can use the advantage that Idol gave you, or you can just be like, "Nah, I'm gonna hold off. I'm good."
I think I will hold off on it for now. I'm doing well right now, and I need to save my life later.
These rolls are actually kind of crazy, so you keep rolling. So as you look at the violin, even with your high intelligence, this thing doesn't have frets on it. Unlike your lute, which has like basic, like bigger ones, so you can realize this is fretless. You're like, you would have to like sit here and play with it for at least an hour to be able to figure out where the notes are, let alone play something. You open the booklet and it is black lines stretch across the paper in nice staves, notes clustered in unfamiliar constellations, quarter rests, tied eighths, accidental scattered like deliberate scratches, a key signature that you do not recognize. Your eyes move left to right. Nothing connects. It's not language. It's geometry. The silence stretches. The halfling leans forward, like on the tightrope, like watching you, like dangling. The knife thrower that's kind of goes. And finally, after a long breath, the violinist like releases like an exasperated sigh. Goes. She can't read. She can't read it. She like snatches it out of your hand. She goes. She's annoyed. She like flips it closed and tucks it back in her sash, and with like very controlled precision, she goes, "You must have heard something. You had an instrument, play something, songs, rhythms, festival patterns." She like gestually like with her bow like gestures at the other instruments and goes, "Music doesn't grow in silence."
Okay, so I walk over to the table. Can you remind me what is on that table?
On the table is a violin, flutes, like a pan flute, and then a hand drum.
Okay. I go ahead and I kind of like slowly like caress kind of all the instruments, right? And obviously like my hand kind of lingers over the flute and the drum. At this point I'm kind of thinking, well, I know how to do both of these, but these seem like pretty high people to impress, so I probably shouldn't do the drum because how much can I do with the drum? So
Give me a performance check. So let's find out. Let's see if you're good with the drum. Just to see. You're fairly you know music. You come from a tribe of orcs.
That's
you might
true,
not
actually.
have like high class like or high thought music theater, but what you or music theory, but what you do have is probably some damn good beats to dance around in a campfire at starlight. If you wanted to play some people, maybe something more familiar would work.
Okay, so I end up thinking it over in my head, and I do end up going with the drum. I typically don't play that kind of drum, but how different could it be?
I mean, yeah, go for it. All right, so you pick up the drum, and you see like the violinists go. Okay, and go ahead and give me another performance check, and that will be you actually playing it.
Okay. No way.
The duality of the dice, Lily. Oh my goodness, this couldn't have happened at a better time. You come up and you spin the hand drum around a couple times, like do like a funny flourish with it, and everyone's like, okay, what's up? And you just go like this, bong, bong, bong. Just
The worst
one
part
at a time.
about that is I have a +5 for performance, so I only rolled
So actually, technically, you still have advantage.
Are you talking about like advantage with the stuff Idol gave, or?
Yeah, you have that advantage still. You never used it, so if you wanted to roll again and not take the critical failure, it's
I
up to
will.
you.
I will take it because this is kind
Okay,
of bad.
so go ahead and roll one more time.
I
can
can't do much worse than a 6, right?
No, actually, that is the lowest roll that you can do with performance, factually.
Okay, so I just roll for performance again.
Yes.
Okay, I like. I just like a memory wipe them, and I'm like, let's try that again.
Yeah, you just get him the. I need you to look right here.
Oh my!
Ah, you didn't do worse than the 6. The gods have determined you play badly, Callie Sharp. As you bring your hand down, like your nail gets stuck inside because it's like chipped. You have like maybe like a wood splinter in it too. You just go dunk, and it gets stuck into the tiny little like skin of the drum, and it like punctures it, and you just see the violinist go. She goes, "We're cooked. We're cooked. You can't even drum."
I love that "we're cooked" is a phrase in this world.
Yeah. We are roasted. We are flamed. We are about to be charred, broiled. We are braised. We can't do this. They're about to roast us over the fire tonight. We can't. And then you see all the performers are like, perform with no music. Why can't you cook? Anyway, all right. So the drum didn't work. You could double down, and you could try to prove it wrong. The lute's still behind you. The lute's still behind you, and then
You know what?
the
You know
lute,
what?
the
I
violin,
like
the flute behind you. Excuse me.
I like awkwardly, very awkwardly put the drum down and be like, hold on, that's not the last one here. I'm just okay. I like pick up the flute, just like.
All right, so go ahead and give me another performance check, and let's see how you flute. Let's see how you toot toot. With the flute, the flute is good, and now that the nervousness, you are just like hoping that you can keep a steady breath. At first, you're like, sorry. You start doing that scene from the Anchorman where you start doing a little jazz flute stepping over tables. You start like hitting some notes, and you're like, there's like a weird rhythm to it. And as you like feel it in your grip, you're like looking around, and like people are like nodding their head. They're like, okay. Like at first it's soft, like a steady heartbeat pattern, and as you're like really starting, you see people are kind of just kind of like, all right, she's playing the flute. You begin to like build up. You start to increase the pattern. It's unexpected, sliding between like different rhythms, and there's accents and falling, and it's not your normal music pattern that is like typical rhythm theory. It's got breath to it. It's alive. It's got its own kind of vitality. The dragonborn like tilts his head and goes, "Oh, okay." You see the halfling going.
I'm like starting to get confident, so I start twirling as I'm playing.
Oh yeah, give me a performance check with advantage because now you are performing. Truly, this is really it. When you can dance and you can play at the same time. Well, unless you're like not using your mouth to play the instrument, then you can sing and dance and whatever.
So it's performance again?
Yes, please. You're gonna be doing a lot of that. You're a bard.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're able to keep like rhythm. You're not losing your breath as you're moving around. There's like some hips, some feet. You're like walking over to the violinist like, told you I could do this. I told you I could do this. You start hitting some like really you start making like animal interpretations. There's like twiddling of birds that you've heard out that you can like mimic on the flute. Mm-hmm. That's partly why you were used. You were just, like used to using the flute is to make animal sounds. Like during hunts, that's your thing, and you started making like sounds that you weren't supposed to and got in trouble. But in this, instead of being yelled at, people are surprised and like, oh yeah, and then after you're finally done, the like silence. The dust settles for a moment, no one moves.
I'm just like,
and then the halfling,
it's like exhausted. I'm just like,
you're standing in the center, like hand raised, flute in the air, just like. And you see the halfling go, oh. The dragonborn gives like one nod, just. The knife thrower, the half elf kind of smirks and goes, all right. And the violinist has not moved, but something in her expression has shifted. Not softness, but respect. She steps forward slowly. Your rhythm forward, she says. She studies you as if recalculating. You bend scales between minor thirds. The faint bloom in her flower like returns to her hair. You're using additive meter without continuing it. She like folds her hands lightly and she's looking around you. That's not accidental. You don't read, but you understand. She puts her violin. She goes, if you play, she starts like pacing. She's like, if you play in D minor, and if I were to let you, yeah, we could do this without. She goes, all right. She puts the bow and like puts it against the flute and picks it back up for you, and she goes, I'm Taretha of Neverwinter. I am the violinist of this troupe, and I need someone that can duo and play drums. You said you could play the drums, though we have not seen that, but your flute's pretty good. Roll another performance check. She goes, impress me again. And she starts like playing something, and she's expecting you to duo with her. So it's like a quick beat's like bump ba bum bump ba bum bump bum bump ba bum bump ba bum bump. You are not expecting to go into full like improvised song making, so you're like, tweet. Or you start like. Whenever you're put under pressure by a baddie, you seem to just fold. I'm not gonna lie. Every time this woman has asked you to do something, you have folded like a house of cards.
To be fair, though, I've also been the only bard in a group of barbarians, so they're never pressuring me. I'm just in my element when I do that. So.
Yeah, like when no one wants you to do it, you're the best at doing it. But when someone wants you, you're like.
I'm a nervous girly pop. What can I say? Oh gosh.
Honestly, no. Very valid. A little nervous girly pop is Callie Sharp. Little Pinkie Pie. As you start like, she takes the bow and like puts the flute down and goes. She takes off her glasses weird because of her hat and it's hurting her ears. And she goes, you know you're gonna be performing for people, yeah? Lots of them.
So does that mean I got the job?
Come on. We're going to have to work on it. She like brings you to the side and goes, we need to get used to you and the rest of the acts, all right? So we're going to learn about some of the acts and you're going to see where you can improvise with me. You can't read what I have, so we have to make up everything new. So, who do you want to talk to first? As you look around, you can see on. Let me go to the board so I can highlight some folks. Shift. There you go. This is a gnome, like clown. He's dressed in bright colors. He's got like a big beard and it's all tasseled up in different directions. He's got makeup all over his face. He seems to be gathering like things to like that would look like for juggling, maybe some like fruit for throwing. This is the half elf knife thrower that was making a scene about the other bard not being present. This is Mother Thistle. That's the one that you met outside near the animal pen. She seems to have like gone off to handle some animals as a animal handler would do. Over here, you seem to sitting down, not doing anything, not even like attempting to move anything around her. There are people moving things for her. Seems to be a woman you might recognize. Go ahead and give me a history check. She looks familiar. You can't place it, but you saw her in the tent town somewhere. You don't remember. You're like,
Which one did you highlight? It like didn't show me. Oh, that one. Okay.
yeah, they are a very tall woman with like almost completely gray white skin. They have completely white eyes and white hair. Like not gray, but actually white. They are pale, almost albino looking. They're in an all black dress, and they seem to have some kind of like orb that they are like kind of touching.
Okay. Can we go over to her? I feel like I know her for whatever reason.
Oh, you know Madame Sarifa?
Oh, I don't know. She looks familiar to me.
You've never been to a circus before?
No. Sorry. I feel like that's maybe embarrassing. I feel like a lot of people are shocked by that. No, I haven't. I was over at that other tent though earlier, with my group, and so maybe she was there and I recognize her from there, but that would probably be the only place.
All right, well, we'll go talk to her. And as you approach, like the violinist takes on a more of a like respectful tone. He goes, "Madame Sarifa," and you see the lady raise a hand and like put it out, and you see the violinist like take it and like squeeze it. He goes, "I've brought someone." She goes, "Ah, yes, I knew she would be here. Do you remember me?"
No, ma'am, I don't. I'm sorry. Where did I see you?
She holds out. She like pulls a hand in her pocket and produces a silver ring that looks small, very fine, very nice, and she hands it back to you and goes, "Your friend, the pretty one with the mouth. Give that back to her. I may have stolen it from her."
Oh, okay. I like kind of like take it, just trying to figure out which one, but I kind of just assume it's Narissa because she's the only one who has jewelry. So I just kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'll slip it back in her stuff at some point. She'd probably be upset if she found out this was gone. Thanks.
You put the ring. You like fit the ring on your hand. You're like, "This is really pretty." It fits over one of your fingers. You're like, "Ooh." Just like shiny goblin. You're like, "Ooh."
It's true. Callie does not have
she
many
has a-
things in life.
No. And Narissa might not even notice this is gone. You spent 2 days with her. She didn't complain once, and she looked at her hands a lot, studying her nails.
That's true.
Not doing any work.
That's true. Okay, so I put it on for now.
Did not notice. Yeah, you put it on. You're like, "This is nice." And she goes, "I knew you'd enter this tent. I'm glad you have arrived. This tent is your crossroads. Choose a path. Choose someone to train you here. They will see you to your next destination."
Oh, whoa. Crossroads? I mentor? Hold on, wait. Like, I don't understand. I mean, like, superficially, duh, I guess. You're very confusing, you know that?
Yes. You know, once you reach to be about 277 years old, you forget a few things in the old knocker, but You stay as sharp as you can around those who are sharp. Isn't that right, Tabitha? Taretha. Yes, Taretha. That's what I meant. She goes,
Wow.
all right, Madam Sarifa, it's almost your nap time, and then you're doing your readings beforehand outside. She goes, yes, I should go. And she stands up very precisely without any help. No cane, no walker, no handholding, just walks to her tent. And you're like, isn't she blind? He goes, yeah, very blind.
Oh. Okay. Um. So, I guess I have to find a mentor here.
And the violinist goes, I don't know what that means.
Okay.
We do need to learn the acts, though. She doesn't have an act.
Right. Sorry. I just got knocked over the head quite a few times, so I'm.
It looks like it. Come here. Before we look at anybody, let's get you cleaned up. Come on. And she
okay.
walks you over to like her little private area. They don't have like rooms in the tent, but they have like ropes strung up and then big like fabric hung over so it like segments them. So she like opens a flap and you can hear like people like doing makeup or like setting up stuff outside. Like there's like crates being unloaded, so you're like like people are moving. It sounds like it's a lot of hustle and bustle around you. But once you enter into her like little section where she's like a single bed, a small wardrobe, and then like a armoire closet combo thing, where she like opens up it and there's like 17 outfits. She goes, you look roughly my size. Starts flicking through. What's your best color? She starts like putting things on you.
Well, I would say it's pink, but I don't know. I've never really tried other colors. We don't.
I hate pink. Here, try this. I hate pink. I haven't worn this. Try this one. And she presents you what looks like to be like a riding tunic. It's not something that would be performative so much as like practical. It has like a salmony colored like pant with like a lighter, almost white off pink top. It like has like a similar cloak to yours. But the clasp at what catches your eye. It has 2 violins for clasps. The cloak you don't care about. You have a cloak, but it's a little beat up.
Oh, do you think I could wash my cloak? I mean, I appreciate the outfit in general. It's a nice change of pace. I've been wearing these clothes for who knows how long before the last couple of days, and I mean, obviously, right now they need to maybe be gotten rid of. They probably smell terrible.
You smell of fire, of whatever that plant excreted on you. You smell of riding for days, sleeping in your clothes, sleeping in an abandoned temple of Palor, so musty, moldy, kind of like earth and mud and blood, and a lot of bodies pressed together. And also, like, as much as we like to think that everybody here is clean, and we know all the streamers that play these characters are clean, you guys are in like the medieval times. You guys don't bathe often. Okay, Narissa definitely does. Narissa definitely bathes often. But not everybody else does. All right, not everyone has the connections that she does. So,
plus Callie's from a family of barbarians, so she's totally okay with this state.
Absolutely. She goes, it's, honey, you smell right. Let's get the bath going. And she like walks out back, and she's like walks up to the dragonborn, and she goes, like, she like waves at him, and you look over at this dragonborn, and he is huge. He's probably like 6 foot tall, but like big belly, not like lean muscular, but just like big shoulders, big belly, big face, big neck. He just looks like a big dragonborn, like almost like more of like a Komodo dragon and less dragon. And she goes, Zorak. He rumbles. He like walks over. What's up? He goes, can you heat up some water for us? He goes, my throat is killing me as it is. We have practice in under an hour, and we have a whole show tonight. She goes,
well, we don't
she looks over
have
to you.
to.
Yeah, she looks over to you.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage because you're both doing it.
Okay.
Oh, Ooh, he looks at you and goes, you guys are like looking up at him and just like big eyes, and he just goes, all right, I'll get it. And he walks over and she goes, hell, he'll take care of everything. Okay, let's go get you a towel.
Okay.
He comes into she brings you to like a common tent. It's like much smaller. It's only about like 5 feet wide. There is like a space where it looks like people have been washing things, including themselves. There's like implements. There's like one giant bar of soap that people are like have like a cutting wire and they're taking bits off of it, like communal soap. And he comes back with a giant tub of water. He's carrying. He's like, ugh, ugh, ugh. He like drops it on the ground in the mud, and he just goes. He like takes his hands, he takes a big chest full of air, and then he breathes fire, but like not just any type of breath weapon. Usual fire breathers are dragonborn. They have like a single gout of flame that comes from mouth. His erupts into a large cone, and then like with his lips, he goes like. He like starts controlling the flame to like narrows it down to like a single segment, and it like produces an even hotter, bluer flame as he's like bubbling into the water. He's like, there's like, it starts bubbling, and then after like a couple seconds, he goes, he takes his snout out of the water, and goes, and like steam and smoke start coming from his nose and his mouth. He goes, he puts something in his mouth. He goes. He starts like rotating it around. It sounds like it rattles against his teeth. He goes, all right, let that sit for a minute. And then he leaves. And he just leaves. She goes, thank you, Zorik.
Thank
He's
you.
such a peer. All right.
Wow.
Naked up. Let's go.
Oh.
And she like turns around.
Okay. I like slowly like take off like my cloak. I like didn't realize like how caked with like blood I was that I'm just like I'm like trying to peel stuff. It's just
crunch, crackle. There's like sap buildup. It's like burnt. So like things are just kind of like falling off at some point. So like tassels are burnt. And you're like, oh no.
Oh my god.
I would also say you've been wearing this clothes since your last growth spurt. So years. You've been wearing these clothes for like 10 years, like solely.
Yeah, so like I'm like already trying to like squeeze myself out of my shirt, you know, like.
Yeah. You might have gotten like a little more muscular than you were when you were like a teenager because you live in a barbarian tribe. So like it doesn't fit you right. You're just like.
I just like ask her, do you have scissors to maybe speed this up? I don't want the water to get cold.
She just like goes behind her and just like holds back a knife to you, just like.
I'm like, oh, okay. Just like,
you're just like
it just like finish like cutting
popping
it.
Sounds of like you're like, oh, you're down to your unders and you get in the water and you're like. Oh,
that sounds so nice.
It's hot too. It's like a hot bath. You've never had a hot
really hot bath, yeah.
Because usually it's like the tribal leader gets the hot bath, and you get like family bath time. So you get like the lukewarm water, and you're like, this is amazing. And she throws back. She like walks over, like chunks out a carve of the soap, like reaches back to you. She goes, I'm gonna get you in 20 minutes. Get nice and scrubby, okay? And then she leaves.
Okay.
Have you ever taken a bath like this before? 4th generation bath is tough.
Are you asking me, Lily, or me, Callie?
I'm just asking Callie. I am very, very sure that Lily knows how to scrub herself. But has Callie ever experienced soap?
I think I would like to think that maybe Callie has. Considering she's left her village for a while at this point, she's been wandering around. Maybe she's made some friends who have maybe taught her how to clean herself a little bit better than when before she was at the village.
Yeah, just mud and sticks and whatever flowers you could find to make you smell better.
Yeah, so I would like to say that she knows at least a decent bit, but she's never truly had like maybe a hot shower, a hot bath as hot as this. So she's actually able to.
Right. You're just like.
Maybe like slop the mud off of her, truly.
Oh yeah. As you start scrubbing and it starts hurting, but it feels good because you can feel like layers of dead skin and mud just come off. You're like you're like a lighter color because of like all of it protected you like a sunscreen. You're like, oh, look at that. Huh. After about a couple minutes of you scrubbing furiously, the water around you is completely brown and you're like, ugh. You stand up and like grab one of the towels. It's soft. It feels nice. It feels good against your face. You've never experienced a soft towel before.
I just
You're
like put it on my face. I'm just like inhale it because I've never had like a truly clean piece of clothing. I just start to dry myself off.
But this isn't like, like wash clothes. So it smells like the sun. It smells like the wind. It smells like hand wash and air dry. It smells. You're like, oh, nice. And as you're like putting your face in the towel, in comes Taritha and she goes, "Are you okay?" And you're like,
just like, yeah, sorry, I can't remember the last time I had a truly hot shower and a clean towel and clean clothes to change into. So this is all kind of new to me, both the shower and the circus. Just a whole bunch of firsts around here. Sorry. Just like continue to kind of like dry myself awkwardly.
You dry yourself out. She's like, "You've never been to the circus. You've never had a hot bath. Where did you come from?" And then she looks at you and she realizes you're yoked for a young, like
I'm just like mildly like sleeper build is what I think Callie is. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yo, very, very. No, the thing is like it's sleeper because no one expects the pink like loot haver to be yoked. That's the thing. Like your shoulders are much broader than Taritha's. You have like just like big arms, big back, like big thighs, like big butt. You're just like
because the thing is too is like my cloak is big and I almost never take my cloak off, so you can't really tell.
Exactly. True sleeper build, Callie Sharp. She like grabs your muscles. She's like, "Oh my God, where did you come from?" She like grabs your hands and she looks at them really quick and they're like burnt, scarred, calloused, like calluses from playing like the lute, calluses from hunting. Like you've got a lot of life experience in these palms. And she just goes,
I kind of like shyly take my hands away because I'm nervous, I'm kind of never really talked to anyone truly like that because I'm always hopping from place to place. I just kind of look down and I'm like, well, I was from a town of barbarians and I mean I'd like to play music and that wasn't really the thing, so I've just been kind of wandering around. I don't know. I would say trying to find my place, but not really. I mean, I want to explore more, and I mean, look at me. I'm at the circus. I'm taking a hot bath. I'm like getting all this stuff that's new, and I'm doing what I wanted to do with my life so far. So, should be good, right?
She's like got her hands on your shoulder. She goes, you can see like there's like one tear. She's like, what? She like breaks down a little bit emotionally. Oh, and I was so mean to you.
No.
I just thought you were trying to steal my show.
No.
Oh, I'm such a bitch.
No, Callie's like also like crying a little. She's like, no, you're not whatever that word means.
You're like, oh, what? And like, you guys are like crying, and you see the halfling tightroper just kind of like peek in a little bit and goes, "Are we having a cry session? No one invited me." Rough.
I'm kind of in a towel though. Maybe if I change, you can join us. Maybe.
She says, "You ain't have nothing I haven't seen, love."
Oh, I guess that's true. Sorry, he kind of just freaked me out, just peeking in from up there.
This is the girls' tent. Anyone that comes in gets a real sharp boot. Mother Thistle here, none of it. Especially not when the owl bear Mackie is out. Mackie attacky.
Well, yeah, then yeah, come on in. Why not?
She goes, "Oh, good. Yeah, I've been practicing and I need to get ready for my show. Is it my turn to have the bath? As you realize, you guys have been here for like a little bit longer than you were supposed to.
Yeah.
She said she was gonna get you in 20 minutes. It's been like maybe 35 of you guys crying.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can have the bath. You might want to switch out the water first, though.
She goes, oh! She like peers her head in and goes, dear gracious, because she's so short, she has to like tiptoe up on it. Goes, oh, dear me, what did you do in here? Gracious. Oh, she sniffs it. Oh.
I'm
She looks at you and goes,
sorry.
I'll just get ready I'll just bathe tomorrow. And she walks out as you're like,
Was this a shared path? I'm sorry. I'm just.
Yeah, she looks at you and goes, yeah, this is a common space. I should have really told you. That's my bad.
I should have come last night. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
I didn't realize how dirty I was.
Again.
Okay.
No, it's good. You were really filthy though.
Okay.
Okay, come on, let's go back. And she you guys, she like puts like the towel over you, and you like put the pants on and like the new boots, and you're like, these fit very nice. They're a little short for you, and she is much skinnier, but so it's like very form fitting. But you're like, covers me well, feel good. As you look at your cloak, the rough spun, blood covered one that you had since you were like 7. So it's like a half cloak, like a little cloak on you. You know what I mean? And then you look at the nice riding cloak that comes with the fit, with the nice clasp that's got the violins, and you like have kind of a decision to make. She looks at you and goes, "You're not keeping that little thing, are you?"
I don't know. I've had this since I was a kid, you know. I mean, but it's filthy, right? So I don't know.
I mean, you were filthy too.
I guess that's true, but I don't know. It feels like I've completely washed away who I was, and I've gotten rid of my clothes. And I feel like maybe the cloak is my loot is completely destroyed. I don't. It's one of the last things I have. You know. I should.
She goes and goes. She puts her hand on it and goes, keep it. And then she like takes the other cloak back, and you hear like a and she hands you the clasp, and she goes, I never liked it anyway. And she like throws the new one away. Back in the closet.
Thanks.
I was never gonna wear
it. Okay, we should get maybe back to looking around and getting ready.
We have to go talk to people. Oh my god, I got so distracted. This has actually been so fun. I don't get to have girl time. Mother Thistle never wants to talk about this kind of stuff. And she looks over at the tightrope walker who is like barefoot, like wearing like the tiniest amount of clothes possible, and is just like covered in bangles, and is just like chewing an apple, and like goes and just like keeps walking. She goes,
well,
anyway.
At least for now you have me, right? Sorry for being sappy anyway. Things have been really
nice to be
weird.
Sappy.
Yeah.
I'm always so guarded. That's why I was such a bitch earlier. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I feel like I've been, I don't know. I feel like I constantly try to keep my own spirits up. So I feel like since I almost died twice, like the last couple of days, I feel like I don't know, maybe reevaluating things a little bit. So sorry, it's all coming out now to someone I don't know. Well, someone I'm getting to know, right?
Yeah, we're going to be good friends.
Okay.
Especially if you hang around the circus with us. Come on. I'll go introduce you to Callie. He's kind of an asshole, but he's funny.
Oh,
and
okay.
She walks over to the half-elf knife thrower. He's tall. He steps forward near the target board, and he's got 3 throwing darts in his fingers. He like runs them, like they all like trickle waterfall down his fingers back up into the part where they were. He goes, hey, I'm Kale. And he just goes, and all 3 of them throw at the same time, and they all land like perfectly in a line where his knuckles would have been on top of each other into the target. He goes, all right, so music for tonight. Why are we talking about music? And he looks over at Teresa and she goes, she can't read our music. We have to learn how to play it together now. We're improvising. He goes, oh, you know how much I love improvising and not sticking to a script.
That sounds sarcastic.
I mean, he goes, yeah, sorry, that's not a good look. He goes, hi, I'm Kale. And he like reaches out his hand. His hands are covered in like scars from like playing with knives. And you're like,
I'm like already kind of wary from what happened the first time I shook someone's hand, so I'm just kind of like.
You hesitate. He just goes for a knuckle. He's like, not a shaker. That's fine. You knuckle bump. He goes, all right, cool. All right, so music. What do I like? Taritha, what do I like? She goes, you don't like anything. He's like, that's right. I fucking hate everything. And he like takes a knife and he like throws it underneath his leg and it hits the dart. He goes, I need something fast. You know what I mean? This is suspense, so it's got to be like, na 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 na. And she's like, oh god. She's like, he goes, how about start low, like slow, build that suspense, like, I have like, and every time I throw it, I want you to make like a cool sound. She goes, we're not doing that. We've talked about that. The music flows, you throw. It's not based on you. And he goes, I don't like that.
Well, why
What do you
not?
think? Yeah, what do you think, new girl?
Um, I mean, why can't it kind of be determined by what he's doing? Oh, the name's Callie, by the way. I don't know if I introduced myself. Um,
Oh yeah, what's up, Callie?
um, but I mean, I think he kind of has a cool idea. And she's very
As soon
hesitant.
as you say that, both the elf and the half elf look at you and go, with the elf's just like, what? And the half elf's like, you do? I like her. Taritha, get out of here. You're old news. Yes.
Wait, no.
New girl.
I...
He actually like kicks her like pushes her and moves. She's like, oh. And as he goes, all right, so I like what you're thinking. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Every time I throw, you make like a huh, or like you were playing that flute. Do that flute thing again. Where he goes tweet tweet tweet. Yeah, make like a tweet sound. And then when I'm like flicking it around, and he goes, like you see him just like as he does this, like one of the daggers like jumps around his finger, like wobbles and like flip flops, and then he like flips it, catches it, and throws it. Like do something in there, like ah,
Okay.
make it funny.
Do you do that every time, like the 1, 2, 3, and then the throw?
No,
or...
not always this. Sometimes I do this, and he goes like, what? And he like catches it with his mouth. He goes, ah, and then he goes, and then he like takes his hands, he flips 2 of them over into the air and catches like one on his finger, and there's like a little blood that comes out of his finger, and then the other one catches on top of the dagger. Goes, na na. That's some stuff. We'll improvise. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I like this one. I hope Felix never comes back. This is great. And she goes, don't say that. All right. Well, you've met Kale. Who else do you want to meet?
Let's see.
Let me remind you of who you've got. So there is the halfling, the little one that we were just talking about. She's on the high right now. You see Zorik, the dragonborn male. He seems to have like a big fire like brazier in front of him with this big blue flame, and he seems to be like putting his hands in it. He seems to be like breathing it in. Then you also have the beast tamer, Mother Thistle. She's like petting there's like a lion that she's like petting the belly of, and he's like big catting like her hands, but she's huge and also covered in fur. So like even if it's like play like nibbling at her hand, she's like, oh, big baby boy. You also see a couple people that didn't necessarily make themselves known. You see in the back of the group, very far end, is someone juggling like knives, daggers, swords, various fruits, weights, bricks at like the same time. But at the same time, they're like talking and like talking to themselves, but you see their face changes. They look like a human. The next they look like a half elf. The next they look like an orc. They keep changing a race of their face. You don't know if it's magic or if it's an ability. You also see the gnome clown that we talked about. He's like seems to have gathered all his props. He has what looks like to be like a crown, a sword, a shield, a pony show kind of going on. He might be doing his own like single man joust, it looks like. And then you've also got the strong man. You have the giant Goliath man. He's got this big like lift gut, just huge pectorals. He's got like a big belt that looks like a WWE wrestler's belt and like fake gold and fake gems like all around it. And he's like lifting stuff up. He just looks like he's working out. He's like doing shoulder press. And there's like 2 different orc men that are sitting in barrels that are just like eating while he's doing this like So who do you want to look at first? Also, I'm gonna be completely honest. Looking at our timer, depending on how the rest of these go, I might have planned for a little bit more than 2 hours though.
We are totally fine. I am okay. I'm down for the full story. Okay, but in story, Callie's asking, Taretha, do we have enough time to see everyone? Everyone looks so interesting.
Yeah, we probably should make it quick. We just need to get their explanation of what they want. We don't need Kale. She like death stares like, and he's like practicing. You see him going like, what if I did this? You think she could? And like he starts like thinking of stuff on his own. She's like, we don't need him taking up the spotlight. This is our improvisation, not
Okay.
his. So let's go talk to the rest. Who do you want to talk to first? I think
Um,
we should talk to. And then she goes, and then she points up at the high wire.
okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we should go talk to Brindle. She's probably going to be the one that wants the most creative control over the process. Let's
Oh,
go talk to her. You guys walk over to the high rope, and it's about 30 feet in the air. And like looking down at you is Brindle, the halfling. She's got like a messy hair that's in one long braid. She's wearing like very like flowy like very see-through like capes and like pants, but like she's got like cuffs at the bottom. She's got like a leotard kind of situation going on. And not Brindle. And she chirps at you guys for, like barefoot from the top rope. If I fall, you keep the music steady, yeah? It's like a joke. You're like,
um, has she ever fallen
she goes,
before?
watch! And she literally falls backwards. And you're like, oh my God! And as she does, she catches herself with her hand and flips back up on top of the rope and like lands perfectly. Ta-da! Thank you. Yes.
Just
yes.
like freaking out a little bit. Just like
She was like, yeah, she does that all the time. Just
Oh,
wait till
okay.
you see the one where she grabs her with her teeth, and you're like, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. We should. This is why I wanted you to prepare for this. She's gonna fall. She is
Okay.
going to do that. Just play. Just
Okay.
keep playing the music. Yeah.
Got
yeah,
it.
Yeah. But if she does actually fall, immediately stop playing the music. Show's over. We gotta save her.
Duh.
Do you know any healing, by the way? Do you know how to heal?
I do actually.
That's good. Oh, really? Damn. What can't you do? No? Healer? Do you cook?
I mean, kind of traveling around, I kind of either befriend people and grab a meal or try to cook out by a fire, but I mean, I don't know if it's good. I've never really made my food for anyone else.
Well, you're here and you survived this long. That's all I can ask. Anyway, all right. She goes, Brindle, what do you want? She goes, I want something high and lofty and sweet, like me.
Cause she's on the high wire.
Yeah, because she's on the higher.
Yeah. Okay.
She goes, okay, we'll get that. We'll get right on that. She like looks at you, goes, I'm thinking with your flute. I want you to get some like she's walking towards the center. She goes, we'll get some high notes on that one. Who else do you want to meet? I suggest the last one. You look around and take your pick.
I could we maybe go talk to Zorak? I want to thank him again for the hot bath.
That sounds great. Come on. He could be a little grouchy sometimes, but he's a big softie in the heart. He just
Okay.
doesn't look like it because he's, scales, and big.
Yeah.
You guys walk up to the Dragonborn, and he's like kneeling in front of this big, like 3-foot diameter. No. 3-foot circumference. It's a big circle, all right. And in the middle of it is like a brass circle. It's a brazier, and in that is a lot of wood and fire. And he seems to be like putting his hands in it, and then like scrubbing himself. Puts his hands in it and like scrubs himself. Puts his face in it, like scratches himself. He goes and he breathes deep. He goes, and as he like breathes out, like smoke comes out from his like nose and his like nostrils and his mouth. He looks over you and goes, oh.
Is that blue fire?
Yes, the Luffwood tree makes blue flames that are medicinal for my kind.
I've heard
It's like
about
breathing
those.
in the smoke. Really? Do you partake?
Oh, no. It's just, heard a lot of stories about different things. So.
Really? Give me a history check. Let's see if you have, or if you're lying your ass off. No, you are familiar with dragon people. Maybe your tribe hunted them or something crazy. I don't know. So you are you. He goes, well. He goes, I. Hmm, what? What music do you know?
Um, I mean, I kind of just feel a rhythm and go with it. I mean, that's kind of what I did earlier. Um, Depends. Would you want me to use the flute, or I could try again the with the drum if you want to be brave enough to let me try that again.
He looks at you and goes, no, your flute was inspiring.
Oh,
I bend the flame, and he like moves his hands, and the fire like moves to his motions. Not like he's like fanning it, but just like he's like bending it like a firebender from like Avatar. He goes, your music must bend with it, and he goes, and as he does, he completely extinguishes the flame. He goes, don't cover the fire, move with it. It grows. Live with it like the life of your flute. And you're like,
hmm.
and you see Taretha going, so no violin?
um, I mean, yeah, I mean, we're kind of supposed to be doing a duet, right? I don't know.
He goes, ah, no, no, no. I never liked the humming of that one. And he points to the violin, and you see Taretha go, just goes tight-lipped.
You're just
But
like
he goes, I
lean.
would love to hear,
I
I
just
would
like
love to
lean
hear
over to
something
her.
similar to you played. You're
Just like I'm sorry.
I would love to hear you play something like you played earlier on the flute. Anything like that, we'll make it work. We can make it work.
Okay, sounds
She
good.
like pulls you and goes, bye, Zerk, and like goes.
Bye. Thank you again for the hot bath. I really appreciate that.
Of course, my pleasure. And he goes, I take back the big softy thing. Come on, let's go talk to Mother Thistle. I'm pissed off. She like drags you over
I'm
to the
sure he
animal. She goes,
didn't
I want to
mean
pet a
it.
kitty. No, he meant it. I want to go pet a kitty.
Oh no.
He his kind does not understand comedy or sarcasm.
Oh.
Everything they're very literal. Okay, they're
Mm.
very honest people. If you were built like a dragon, why would you need to lie? You know what I mean?
Mm. It's okay. It's okay. I'm like stroking her arm. I'm like it's okay.
You guys walk over to Mother Thistle, who is like feeding. You can see there's like she's like panning out like giant like slabs of meat to those who eat it. She's got like special kind of like rolls. It looks like like mush, like mud, but like with grass in it. And you don't you assume it's mud from the look of it. And she's like feeding it to like herbivores that would be in there. There are some that there's like monkey types that are like eating like fruit. And she's like, ah, are you excited to see the show? Have never seen many of these animals before.
Yeah, I'm very excited, Mother Thistle. Thank you for bringing me in the first place. I appreciate
Of
it.
course, I knew there was something special about you. I could smell it underneath the blood and fire and dirt.
Dirt and everything.
Dirt. Yes. Yes. Um, she goes, well, Taritha, to my understand, she cannot read music. She just goes, guess not. She's good though. She's really good. She goes, yes, yes, yes. She's grand. She's grand. I need something soft. Soft music soothes the savage beast. I know you've heard this, love. Yes.
Mhm.
If the creatures shall falter, your music needs to steady them, calm them. If they cannot hear my voice, if the crowd panics, you must be loud so they can get your sound. Right?
Okay.
She looks over at Taritha. Taritha, you must be low. Keep the constant tone. My act has no words. She goes, yeah, yeah, we gotta have something to fill in that air. Okay, okay, I can do that. And she's like, great, 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 great. Would anyone like to pet Mackie? And you see, like, she's got the owl bears like curled around her because she's like sitting on the ground, and he's just like laying down, he's like ripping apart like some giant meat. It's got like a beak, big owl face, like big owl eyes, just like, but is also like a ton and huge, and she's laying on him like a couch. And he's
Mhm.
and there's claws. They're huge, like they're like owl talons where a bear claw would be. They're huge.
Um, yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't want to bother him while he's eating. I don't want to get
Oh, just
got.
pet the back. Don't
Oh.
go near the face. Just pet the back.
Okay.
He loves a belly rub. She like scratches his belly next to her face.
Okay, I just like scooch in kind of like next to her and I'm kind of like like that, and I kind of like try to like replicate kind of like what she's doing.
So the owlbear feathers on the top are the long like plumage that you would see it like on a bird of flight would be like with their wing feathers or their outside feathers, but the inside near the belly is like downy and soft and warm, and you're like, oh,
You slowly start to sink into it.
oh yeah, and he's so warm and he's soft, but he's firm too. It's like a nice Tempur-Pedic pillow. You're just like,
Tempur-Pedic, what's that?
yeah, just nice squishy boy. You can, as you put your face in him, you can hear his like digestion forming. You can hear him grumbling, his breathing. It's deep and it's like his whole body shifts. He's like, but you're just like, oh, he's so big and warm. He's so big and warm.
Yeah, I just kind of like lay in there for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I should not bother you too much. I don't want you to hate me or anything. Like kind of like addressing the owl bear.
Yeah, he doesn't even like seem to recognize. He like you can see like, because he has owl eyes, so his whole head like looks at you for a brief second. There's like a blink of the eyes, and then he just goes back to eating his food. And she goes, he says you're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I still don't want to bother him too much. We have quite a bit more people to meet, I think.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys, she goes, yeah, let's go meet the worst of the group. Let's get it over with. Let's go talk to the juggler.
Why are they? Oh, okay.
She brings you over to the person who was changing their face repeatedly in front of you to like different races, different like genders. She goes, this is Puck. And you see him look over and he like smiles, and it's the smile that like the eyes don't smile, but the lips do. Yeah, he's like, hi. And he's like juggling. He's like with one hand just like juggling four things. He's like, I'm Puck. Look, I don't really need music, but if that's what you think, then I guess we can do that.
I mean, I'm not the. I mean, I'm new here, so I don't know what we really need to do. The name's Callie, by the way. Nice to meet you, Puck.
Nice to meet you, Callie. Look, I'm just. He like catches the four things. He goes, sometimes I drop things on purpose to be funny, and sometimes I throw things in the air like really, and he like throws it up and he catches it like really high. So just be, just can you make something that's like circular? You know what I'm talking about? Like a
Yeah. Taratha, do you think something like that would work? Because he's like been only addressing me, so I want to bring her in.
She's like, I don't like talking to him. We have beef. He goes, yeah, she's kind of a bitch. He goes, you dickhead. She like kicks him in the shin. She's like, ow.
Oh.
You have a feeling like it's like sibling rivalry kind of feeling. They look at me about the same age. They're like, have been probably in the circus a while. They're like,
Okay. Circular sounds. I can.
Yeah, circular sounds. Like watch, and he like starts making like a rhythm, like with his like juggling, and you're like, okay, that's a beat I know. You're like, imagine like, imagine like what's the March of the Bees or
the Flight of the Bumblebee.
That Flight of the Bumblebee. You have that like you're like tweedly because he's like.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like something like that. That would work. Yeah. If you can do something like that. And if I drop one, just make like a like make it obvious.
Okay, that it was like on purpose and stuff.
Yeah. And then after the show, I don't know. If you're good, we can practice more.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, but he goes, bye. And then you see him like change his face over to Taritha's face and go, bye.
I see why you don't like him.
Yeah, he's a raging dickhead.
Why?
Let's go talk to.
Okay, anyways.
I don't know. He wasn't like this. And she like leads you away. He was such a nice when he first got here. We got here around the same time. We've been here
Mm-hmm.
in the circus for like 10 years together. And he was a nice little kid. And then he just kind of grew up to be an asshole. I think he's been around Felix too long.
Hmm. Who's
Who is not here.
Oh, that's the person I'm replacing.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
not
Felix.
replacing. Ugh, I don't know what to call it.
Well, after this, I don't know if he's gonna be allowed back. This isn't the first time anyway. Emma, let's go talk to some of my faves.
Okay.
She walks you over to the giant Goliath and goes, "This is Bork," and Bork just goes, "Ugh, ugh, ugh," and then he puts down the weight. Ugh, he stands up. He's 8 foot tall.
I'm just
He's
like
definitely,
slowly like looking up at him.
400 pounds. Yeah,
As he
just a
fully
lot of
stretches
belly.
himself. Just...
Yeah, he's just. He's got like a mountainous wingspan. You're just like, he's like 6 of you laid out. Like you could fit 6 of you on top of his like torso. He's massive. You can see his skin is almost like rock, porous and hard. You're like, dink dink. Ow. He is actually made of stone because Goliaths are made of stone. He like takes a wagon's wheel and just kind of goes like, and just like lifts it up and just because it's a 6 foot by like it's a 6 foot circle. 6 foot. It's a 6 foot diameter circle. I'm gonna say diameter because that's the across. That's the full across. So
this is the strong man, correct?
Yeah, this is the strong man. She goes, "This is Bork," and he like takes it and he puts it back on the wagon that he like took it off of to puts it back on the axle. He goes, "I am Bork. Music needs to be impossibly heavy and impossibly light. Pa pa, pa pa, pa pa," with the lift. And he goes, "Watch. Pa pa, pa pa, pa pa." And he puts that weight down. And as he does, the weight just kind of goes. You're like,
just like just shaking a little.
a little bit of a rumble.
Oh, also, hi Bork, nice to meet you. I'm Callie.
It is nice to meet you, Callie. And he like takes his hand and like full like handshake. As you realize his hand is like 4 times the size as you like.
Just like grab his
one
finger. It's like hi.
Right. Of course. Yes, impossibly heavy. Just like Bork. And he smashes his chest. Bong.
Yeah, you look really strong, Bork. I think I could.
That it is.
I'm sure. But yeah, I think that sounds pretty doable for your music.
Even with your tiny flute? Your tiny flute. He like picks it up and goes, boom, pop, pop. No, not come out of here.
Well, the drum is still over there, so I could try something with the drum, maybe.
Oh, yes. Better than last time, yes?
Hopefully. I won't let you down, Bork.
He takes his hand and he like claps you on the back and you're like, "Oh no, I need you to give me a strength check."
Oh no!
A strength save. A strength save.
He's gonna break my back. A strength save?
Yes. He's gonna break my back.
Ah!
He claps you on the back and you fall face first, just like into the dirt, just like face full of sawdust. And he goes like, "Oh no!" And he grabs you by like the shoulders and like picks you back up with one hand and goes, "I'm so sorry." And you're just like sawdust covered your face. And Teresa's like, "Oh no."
Just like.
They're like, it just goes. She comes over. She's like, "Okay, Bork, bye." Kicks you out of there. She's like, I'm so sorry. She's like,
"Oh no, that's okay. I should have been."
He's a big
careful.
sweetie. He really is. All the guys are big sweeties. Not bright, not talkative, just big sweeties. Except Puck. She like points at him, just
She shakes her fist at him.
and you see he's just looking over her, just like.
Yeah.
Okay. She goes, and last but certainly not least, let's go meet our clown. He's so funny.
Oh,
I love
well,
him.
that's good.
You hear, "Clown, honk honk, that's me." And you see, "This is Marywick." And Mary goes, "Hello, I trip, I fall, I laugh, I make the world just a little bit brighter. Callie, what I need from you is something not like music, all right? I need a mixture of jazz and like funk."
Okay. Okay.
I think it's called junk.
Okay, yeah. Okay, but like, what do you do so I can kind of get a feel for like.
Oh, I do this, and he takes like a pie, and he just goes, and you can see he's about to hurl it at Taritha, and she just goes. You can just see in her eyes go wide. She's like, you just like it, like freeze frames on her face. All around
Can I
me
kind of
are
like start to like pull her away because I also see that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw as he's about to hurl some kind of cream. It's just probably like cream directly into Taritha's face, and he's got like a red nose. He's got paint all over his face, and
I just like
yoink. Being a mischievous person, you anticipated as soon as he said, "I do this," you knew something was coming. You go. The pie goes flying back and it hits Bork in the shoulder. And you're, oi! And he goes, junk! Just think junk! And he like runs away as Bork goes, Jacob goes, no, Bork! No! Oh, no! Woo! Ah! He gets thrown through the air and he lands into like a pile of hay. And he goes, comes marching back. Okay, you have officially spoken to everybody. Taritha and you have talked about your music, and it's time for the night of the show.
Whew. Okay.
So you guys are all at you can see people have started to flood in. Tickets were being sold. You don't see any of your friends in the crowd. You're like looking out like the tent, like you're like, and then you realized how would they even know? Why do I expect them to be here?
Oh.
You're like, oh no, no one I know is here. And as you think that, go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you can find anyone in the crowd that you know. You see the very familiar tri-beard of the female dwarven cleric that was from the healing tent. And I don't remember if you remember their conversation with you last time.
Mm-hmm.
You see her, she seems to be like with a group of other like dwarven cleric healers. They all have like the similar like very drab gray like cloaks. They have like the red cross on them. They're just like talking themselves. It's like a uniform almost. Maybe with their deity, they have to wear some kind of like pious wear. And they're like chatting amongst themselves. You're like, oh, I know them. And you feel a tap on your shoulder, and you look to your right, and you see that it is Bork. You go, little Callie, and he gets down. I have my standing desk, so I can't like. He like gets down and looks at you. I need something from you before I go on.
Oh.
Before I go on.
What's up, Bork?
I need you to give me the magic boost. He like scratches it. He like tries not to like say something.
Uh-huh. Oh, are you nervous?
No. Oh, he like not nervous. When Felix is here, typically, he gives me my back. You see, is not as reliable as it used to be. He would give me the magic boost.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can do something to help you. Probably.
He goes,
double checking what I have.
he would give me something that I could use later at my discretion to
I don't know if I actually have anything for that, Bork. I'm sorry.
I thought you were a bard.
See, I can heal. I can make you more brave, but you're not saying you're scared.
No, Bork is strongest, bravest there is.
Of course. That's why I'm saying you probably wouldn't need that, but I don't
Well, not always does Bork need the magic boost, but it does make Bork feel a little better knowing I have it.
Can I just like? Can I just?
So we're gonna call this a Mac learning moment.
Okay.
So as a bard, as your primary ability, you have something called bardic inspiration in your features and traits.
Wait, feature. Oh, I
Welcome
see.
to my
Okay.
MLM.
I was
Yeah,
looking
so
at
you
everything
can-
else. Okay.
Yeah, you were looking at your spells. I was like, she's almost there. She's getting there.
I was like trying to like be like, wait, hold on, let me just look through. There has to be something. If not, he wouldn't be giving me this.
Yeah, I promise there's a reason to the madness.
Yeah,
Most of the
yeah.
time. Not all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm just dumb. He goes, the magic boost make Bork feel better about show.
Oh, okay. I think I know what Felix would do for you.
Yes.
Just I think so. Just give me a second.
Oh, perfect. Oh, wonderful. Oh, he like starts like tiptoeing giddy. He goes, I was so nervous when Felix wasn't going to be here. I was like, my shows could go bad now.
I will do my
Stops, you realize
best
he's
to. I will try to do my best to not take Felix's place, but I want to help you, Bork. Don't worry.
Perfect. Perfect. He walks away, and you see Kale come up and go, all right. Taritha is like dressed in like it's similar to the black silk she was wearing earlier, but it's much more like flamboyant. But it's meant to be sat down in. She goes, our chairs are over to the side, and it's Kale. Kale goes on first. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
We are gonna roll right into the first act of the night. Kale steps up and goes, we have a problem. You can see he's like in a very flamboyant, like puffy shirt, it like open at the collar to expose his chest. You can see he's got like very tight fitting pants with like a gold belt and like tight boots. He's like, yeah, don't look at the fit. Anyway, we have a problem. It's not the fit. My mic is muted. No one can hear me. There we go.
No,
All right. We're back. Sorry about that.
No,
guys.
you're good. I could hear it. I was just opening a bag
I know
of
you
snacks.
could. They couldn't.
Oh no! All right.
Yeah.
Pretend this didn't happen. Go.
Yeah, Kale steps up and goes, guys, we have a problem. You can see he steps up in like a frilly, like lacy shirt with like open chest. It's like flowy at like the arms, but like grabs at the wrist. And he's like in these really tight pants, and he's got like a gold like belt and like tight boots. And he goes, it's not the fit. It's not the fit. The fit's not the problem. And then he turns over, and you can see there's like a gnome female, and she's like doubled over and is like a barrel, and you hear, he goes, I think someone's got food poisoning. That's my assistant.
From what? Is that anything anyone else ate?
I don't know. She went out last night with Felix, and she came back and he did. He goes, he goes, I kind of worried about Felix now. But and he looks at Taritha, he goes, but I know someone, and he like keeps motioning towards her, who won't be performing music for my act, right? And he looks over at Callie, right, Callie? She won't be needed. We're just doing flutes, right?
I mean, I don't know, Teresa.
She's just standing there like.
I would hate to make you his assistant. Could
He goes,
be your assistant.
I need one. He goes, no. I want you to play. You can stand. You aren't gonna do anything important. And she's just like blinking. Just like you could see, she's pissed. She goes, it's not your fault. This is what happens in showbiz. And she like takes the biggest part of her dress, just kind of like clips off, and she's back into the original like silks that she was wearing when you saw her. She goes,
you guys don't have anyone else? You really only have one assistant?
well, one that's I've practiced with, and another one that I've practiced with. And then he looks at Taritha and goes, yep, I used to be his assistant.
Oh.
This is nothing new. Okay. Well, this is humiliating. Don't hit me, he goes. I'll try not to. As you guys walk out, they hear the ringleader go, "And welcome everybody to the big top of the Grimoire Circus." You hear people go, "Right, yes, music, music."
Oh, just like pull up my flute and I just kind of like.
Start your little dude. Go ahead and give me a performance check to see how well you perform.
Okay. Performance.
16. You're like, oh. You start tweeting out there. Oh, and our first act of the night, Kel, knife thrower, the fastest blades in all of the land. Watch his accuracy and watch his precision. Ladies, watch yourselves. And then like the joke lands flat. He goes, okay. Kel, come on out. And Kel comes out and like he's holding Teretha's hand. She's like,
go, Teresa.
He's like, you guys are playing. He looks at you and goes, and like to like cut it, and you go, and there's like silence, and then he kind of goes like at you, something light. Go ahead and give me another performance check as he like takes a knife and like Teresa, and you see Teretha just kind of like stand at a board. Ooh, you're like, oh. As you realize he's about to throw knives at her, you're like, oh, you're like, there's like you like suck up like the air, so it goes like, you're like, not my new friend, and he's like, he looks back at you. You're like, you're nervous. He's like, flip, flip, flip. He throws all three daggers. All three land exactly where he wants them. Over the shoulder, over the shoulder, over the head. And the crowd starts clapping. And you're like, oh. And he looks over to you and he goes, tells you to pick up the tempo. So go ahead and try again.
Do I go and do performance again?
Yes. Every time that we're going to tell you to do it, you can.
Okay.
I promise you're going to do it. Oh! Okay, now that you have more confidence in your performance and in his, because you've never seen the act,
yeah.
You're like, you start like pumping it out. He goes, okay. And now every time that he throws the knife, it's like, there's like higher notes. He's like, oh yeah. With that, the crowd starts going, all right, yeah, oh wow. And then he takes one, and then he looks at you and throws it behind his back, and it like hits over her head again, and he's like, and everyone's like, yeah, and he goes, she like grabs the top of the thing, she's like backwards, she like turns around, grabs the top, and like pulls herself up a little bit, and then he takes these shackles and he like clamps her onto the wheel, and then he spins it, and she's like, he goes, at you.
I'm just slowly more panicked because I've never seen something like this before.
Yeah, so he's spinning your friend on a wheel, and okay, with your 23 performance, you hear this, like, you're like, oh, okay. As she starts spinning, he starts, he starts just like hurling daggers, da, 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 and you're just like, fuck. Give me a perception check. For a perception, you see there, like, as she's spinning, there's like a small streak of blood that comes from somewhere onto the ring, and everyone's like, oh. And he's like, and you see him go, and you see he's like throwing knives. Go ahead and give me another perception check, because now the crowd seems to have seen that he's hit her. You have no idea. The blood starts streaking. Now you're like, oh no. As it stops, you can see, like, as the wheel stops, you can see like from one of her cheeks, there's just like a tiny cut that is just extended all the way out. And he's like, he like cuts it off. And the crowd's kind of like, all right, okay, all right. Okay, hold on. I have to roll another crowd meter, because that last bit. The crowd has kind of dialed down a little bit. There's not as much like, oh right, yeah, as his first initial ones when she started spinning. Now that they've seen he's missed, they're kind of like, eh. Not bad, not bad. Okay, there's like kind of like some clatter in the crowd. You're like, ugh. And you see the ringleader, the ringmaster go, okay, next one, come on. Hi, we need heat. Come on, high wire, let's go, up. Go ahead and give me another performance check as Bringle, the halfling, starts climbing up. Goes, I'll save the show. And she gets up. She's got this like very flowy pants, but they're like kind of see through. She's got like the leotard on. She stands poised at the ropes and goes, yep. You just go. And you see Taretha has like has like been unshackled from the wheel, comes up, just like barely like wipes it's a deep scar on her face, like from here to here. You're like, ooh. She like wipes it. It still continues to bleed. She puts back on the cloak in the middle of the session, like of the middle of like the ring being turned into the tightrope space. So there's like a net that's put down. Like the halfling takes her position at the top, and she takes her position with the violin next to you and goes. And she starts playing. And now that both of you guys are playing, you can make performance checks with advantage because now there's both of you. It's a duo. All right, so go ahead and give me the first performance check.
Which is that 12 there.
Brindle's. You got to roll again with advantage.
Oh, right.
You got this.
Oh.
Never mind. We're going to take the 12.
Wait,
you start out.
With advantage is just the same one? It's just that same box?
Just the same way.
Okay.
You
just double check.
So you just roll it twice. Yeah. So with advantage and disadvantage is 2 dice. Disadvantage is the lower of the two. Advantage is the higher.
Okay.
So when you first start, like you're like kind of nervous and worried because of the last performance, Kale's performance, which arguably has like should get a lot of fanfare in your mind. He is throwing daggers at a spinning woman. That didn't please the crowd. You're like, ah. But this is Brindle, and hopefully you've seen her act. Your heart almost leapt out of your chest when you saw her act. So you're kind of nervous, but you're playing a little bit. But let's see what Taretha gets. She starts strong. She's pissed. You can just and you're like, you start like just keeping rhythm at first, and then finally you start to be able to come in a little bit at the end. Brindle is good. Do you see them steady themselves? She starts like facing the crowd. She starts like hopping on the rope a little bit. You're like, boop, 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 boop. She starts maneuvering around the rope. She walks it a couple times. People are like, and then finally she looks down at you. Give me a perception check.
Oh no, I'm scared.
16. You see her like just look briefly at you and wink, and then completely fall sideways. Like she's holding onto like a stick and has her feet crossed. She goes, and like falls sideways. Give me another performance check with advantage because you know it's coming now.
That was 1, right? So I need to do
one. That was 1. Yeah. You gotta do 2. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, advantage. You were able to. You don't know what she's gonna do. You just know she's gonna do something. So you anticipate like a fall. You don't know the note to play for a fall sound. So you go like, woo! Like she's gonna fall farther, but she stops. She catches herself with the pole and like holds herself in the air, just like leaning on the pole, just showing off a lot of core strength. And even you're like, oh God, wow. So she like wheels herself back up on the rope and she stands, and then you see her do like a front flip with the pole, just like whoop. Go ahead and give me another performance check because you know she's gonna jump. She looks down at you, gives another. All right, you.
Mac, did
I
you
was just waiting for the.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Yeah. You frozen by the dice roll.
I was like,
you
no,
see her flip
Mac.
and you. Mac, not now, not in the middle of the show. She does a tumble. She flips over the rope and catches on both feet. You see her steady herself, very easy. But you've already were like, woo! So the people are like, whoa, oh, yeah! People are starting going crazy. It is an exciting show. The crowd meter is high right now. There's a lot of applause. People are responding well to their tricks, and you're like, okay, this is how the show is supposed to be. Yeah. Ooh, she's so cool. And her next, give me a dexterity, give me a perception check.
Perception.
You see her foot slip, and she goes, you can see in her eyes just like fear. Now you could use a dexterity saving throw, potentially try to give her bardic inspiration.
You said I have 3, right? Until I need a long rest.
You have 3 till you need a long rest. You have 3.
Um, I will do a dexterity saving throw.
All right, let's see what happens.
So I just do the dexterity one for the bardic inspiration.
Yes, you just hit. No. So yeah, we're trying to see if you can. Ooh.
Is that okay? Did I press the right thing though?
You press the right thing.
Okay.
You press the right thing. It's just a low roll. You are not able to give her the bardic inspiration until after you see her go. Huh! Her foot goes out from underneath of her. It slides to the side. Her other foot goes out. She like crotch hits onto the rope and like bounces up. She goes, oh! And like you're just the music stops. You and Tabitha, or not Tabitha, Taritha. Now I'm calling her what Mother Thistle calls her. Give me another dexterity saving throw, because actually no, you can choose now because you see something's wrong. You can give her bardic inspiration if you would like to.
So if I did that, then it would still be dexterity saving?
No. The moment of you being able to catch her potentially before she fell is past, she's fallen. She's like, and you can see she's like, she bounced up, like she's like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying. You could potentially try to help her catch herself.
How would I help her catch herself?
So that's the thing with bardic inspiration. It could be a lot of things. It could be like grab the rope to your left, or you could do it. You could do anything. You could simply just give them positive vibes, like I know they're gonna catch themselves, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It could be a phrase that you yell out to them. It could be like a sound, like you know what I mean?
Can I like?
It could be anything.
I mean, since I've technically stopped the music, can I like continue to kind of play to motivate her to?
Oh yeah. You pick up a different tune, like one of suspense, where you're like peril, like it's like high and eerie. It's like da, 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 da. And with that, they're gonna make the extra D6 to the next save they have. They needed that. Oh God, I rolled an 8 and a 6, baby. Woo! Okay, all right. So you can see Brindle jumps up and like you hear the music start. She's like, she like focuses back and she like catches herself on one foot and goes, whoa! And now she's starting to be performative about it. She's able to maintain. She like flips back over. It with the bounce. It might have been on purpose. The crowd is gonna. We're testing the crowd here. Testing the crowd a meter. Crowd's loving it. Crowd's going insane. People think it's people think it's on purpose. She rolled a high deception check. The show goes off without a hitch, and she climbs down. She comes over to you and like stands next to your leg in between the show as you're like, oh my God. She goes, did you give me the boost? Maybe. I love you. Felix never does that for me. And then she like hops off and like goes out of the crowd, like waves.
I just like pat her like on the back as she's like walking away, and I'm like,
yeah. She gets out into the center of the stage, like jumps up and does that thing, like she's like bowing. The crowd's going insane, and the ringmaster comes out. Well done. And after that high fly routine, let's bring up the heat with something hot. And he turns back, and you can see Zorik go. He like makes this giant explosion of flame. He's like completely shirtless. He's got like irons on his like thighs to make it look like and sound like he's bigger. And he's like, he's roaring to put on a performance. And everyone's like, a dragonborn. And he's like, he's like roaring. He looks at you and goes, yep. All right, go ahead and give me another performance check. 14. Taritha, with advantage, go for it. Okay, so you start out, because you still don't know what he means by be fire, be life. So you start playing what you originally played to get into the tent, but now not as feverish and desperate almost. You're kind of, boop, 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 and he nods. And at first, it's like a vape show that you would see at like a vape competition where they're just going like, he's just like blowing smoke rings everywhere. He's like, and there's like dubstep playing in the background. and
That's so funny.
and then, sorry, I couldn't help myself. And then after he ignites one of the smoke rings, he goes and it lights up. And then he starts breathing fire, swallowing fire. He lays it out. Go ahead and give me another performance check, because now the dubstep needs to end. Oh yeah, you stop beatboxing into the flute with your dubstep, and you start playing the flute again, and now it matches more of like fire. There's like a rise and a fall to it, like a breath, and you are able to do a successful show. Let's rate the crowd meter, because he didn't roll badly on his checks. Crowd's loving it. The Dragonborn man is an anomaly, and the music's great, and the fire is cool. Everyone loves a good fire. He steps back, and then the ringleader comes back in, and for our next show, I bring you the beasts. And as he says that, there's like a herd of animals that run out of the back of the circus. There's like lions and tigers and cougars start running around and circling the circus, and you can see coming out from near where you are is Mother Thristle. She goes, "Something soft, please." And she walks forward into the center, and as she does, like, all the animals stop and just like sit down as she like raises her staff, and they start all like dancing, just like circle, just like boop, boop, they all just start like getting on their hind legs and twirling. You see this giant owl bear just like and then she makes them all sit down, and they all lay on their bellies, and everyone's like, ooh, ah. And then you can see she's going to look to you and go and like raise the tempo so go ahead and give me the performance. Oh, immediately knowing what she's talking about. You raise the tempo, and she comes in as the owlbear goes and like slams down. And as you do, she like pretends to have like a fight with it and like tame it with her staff. Go, no, down. And you see the owlbear very performatively like laying on his belly and like growling at her. And as they do this, she looks over to the side, and you can see there's a large animal that has not come out yet. They have a giant eagle face. They have what looks like to be a similar body to the lion. They have these giant wings that come out of their back. They have a hooked, multi-segmented scorpion tail. They have 4 taloned hands. It's like cowering behind in a cage that's open, and you can see she's trying to like coax it out. He's like snapping his beak. She looks at you and goes,
Can I use heroism on the little animal?
"Oh my goodness! I think rules as written, it has to be a humanoid, but that would actually be so funny that I did not actually think about."
Can I cast animal friendship? Well, because that wouldn't help her, would it?
You would have to touch it for heroism.
Oh, right, and it's kind of far from me, right?
And animal friendship is in 30 range, and you could do it.
How far is it from me?
I'd say about 25 feet. You're like in the middle of the air. You're like, hold on, let me move you around so that the people can see. I've got them on the complete wrong thing. That's why.
That's okay.
I'm terrible. I'm sorry, everybody at home that's just been watching the same screen over and over.
No,
again.
You've been telling such a good story, such a good descriptive story.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
Don't lie to me. It's okay. All right, so I just got everybody around so you guys can see everybody. So yeah, I would say you could cast animal friendship from this distance while playing. Do you want to try to do that?
Yes. So just
go
do
ahead and cast animal. Yeah, you should be able to just click cast. Oh, it's a DC save. Okay, bet. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
So that means I have to roll, and it's one of those ones where it's like I just do it because I'm awesome. I rolled a 4 minus 1. Rad. So you look over at this creature that you've never seen before, and you make eye contact with it, and you see the fear in its eyes, and as you do, you can just kind of go, and the animal's like, actually, I'm sorry, I retract that. You make the bird sounds that you made when you originally like tried to show off some of your flute skills. So you make a couple bird sounds and it like goes burr, and it comes out, it like trots out to you, and it starts. I'm gonna say, because I rolled so low, it starts doing like a ritual like mating dance. It starts going. Starts like flapping, and you can see the mother thistle's just. She's like making the animals all like do like the Thriller. It's like they're just all doing the Thriller,
Yeah.
and the people are going in. I'm gonna roll with that with advantage because this is funny. Yes. The people are indeed going insane. They're like, "What's happening?" And you're just like,
I'm just like jiving with it. I'm just like, yeah, whatever you're doing.
Like, yeah, whatever we're doing, we're going along with it. Okay. And the rest of their show goes off without a hitch. You were able to successfully help the griffin out of its little hiding spot.
Yay!
All right. Next, the juggler Puck. He comes out. He's in like all black. He's got like all black like clothing on. He looks, and then he's got like white face paint, but like outlines his lips in black, and then he's got like black triangles above and below his eyes, and then he like makes little like black circles on his face. And he just looks, and he's got like one little tear that comes out. He goes, "Are you ready?"
I think so.
He changes his face to your face and like smiles. He goes, "Come on, you have to be happy, right?" And he changes it back.
Right. Yeah. Just kind of like nervous.
You're just like, "What was that? My face?"
I'm just like still mildly unsettled.
He walks into the center. He hasn't motioned for like sound yet. And he kind of like, he goes, and the people start quieting after after the show. He just kind of looks around. He goes, until everything's quiet. And then finally he takes a ball and he just throws it and he drops on the ground and goes, and he like looks over to you and goes, and as you start playing, the ball where it landed immediately flies back up into the air. And people are like, "Whoa!" And as you start playing, what you guys talked about was like kind of like the circular song, like a woo, 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 woo. You can see the ball land back in his hand, and he starts juggling. And out of nowhere, 3 more seem to come out of his sleeve as they start joining into the ball. He's like, and people are like, "Whoa!" There's some kind of either sleight of hand or magic that he's doing as he is juggling. And as he does, he catches one of the balls and throws it away, like towards the crowd, and it like bursts into like a dove. And they're like, "Oh!" And he's like juggling. And he's like, he's like, all right. He takes all 3 balls, throws them in the air, looks to you and goes to like lower the music. As they're like coming down, he like readies his hand. With your 23, you're able to completely time like when the balls are like bam, bam, like coming down, because he like catches them all like on his chin. Ba, ba, ba. You're like, teet, teet, teet. He's like, he like grabs all 3 and they like disappear, and he like shows his hands, and even you're like, "What the fuck? This is sick." As he like opens his hand, 3 of what look like Kale's knives come out, but they're bigger. And he like, ooh, I hit some of my desk. He like bows really quick. I'm getting too performative. I knew I had to stand up for this. And then he like starts juggling knives, and then the knives get replaced with hammers, like from his sleeve, like he's pulling something out of his sleeves. And even you're like, and then they turn to hatchets, and they start getting bigger until eventually what was knives is now full swords. As he's throwing weapons into the air. Wah, 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 wah. And then finally he like throws all of them, like 9 weapons fall out of his, like fly into the air and all land on the ground around his feet. And he goes, and everyone's just like, all right, let's see what the crowdometer says for the magic juggling show. Crowd is loving it. The music, the performance, the showmanship, it's all lovely. Everyone's going crazy. All right. As you are preparing for the next show, because they have to move all this heavy shit out for the strongman comes in and goes, "Callie, psst, Callie.
I bark.
You did not forget about my magic boost.
I did not bark. It's all up in here.
Can I have it, please?"
Yes.
Oh, can I have it now, please?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we can do that.
You kind of like just slap his back, and he goes, "Is that it?"
I'm just like,
Did you give me the boost?
I'm like, to make him believe that I'm.
Give me a deception check with advantage because he does know you are magic, supposedly.
Deception check?
Yeah, because you're lying to him about what you did. Look, with the 16, you don't need the advantage. You go. You like shimmy at him a little bit. Woo. He goes, oh.
I just like end it with like a
very. He goes, Felix never did any of that. He usually just slapped my ass and say, have a good show. I like this better. Yes, Callie.
I got you, Borg. Good luck.
His show is not much other than lifting heavy things. He lifts like a person, a wheel, the wagon. And then he walks over to like the stage and goes, the stage. And you can see why he needed bardic inspiration for this lift. Okay, he's fine. He goes, everyone's like, he's like the people who he's lifting up are like, oh, because it's the whole like people who are sitting. They're like, oh. He goes, Bork is strongest, and he like puts everybody down, and everyone's kind of like, everyone goes a little cray cray. Yeah, he was able to roll with advantage. Okay, so the crowd-o-meter is almost full. All right, the crowd is at a fever pitch, and you look behind you, you're like, wait, where's Merrimack? Where's the clown? He's the last one. He's supposed to finish up the set. And everyone starts to look around. Everyone give me a perception check. And by everyone, I mean you, because it's just you and everybody. I always like to say, everyone give me a perception check. It's just so reflexive. Just, everyone give me a perception check. Everyone give me a perception check.
Okay, perception.
I rolled for the others. Yeah.
My perception is terrible today.
Your perception is terrible today, and it's very unfortunate. You look around, and you find Merrimack going, Achoo! Achoo! Ugh. You can see, he's like in his dressing room, and he looks at you, I think I've come down with something. Ugh.
Merriwick.
You'll have to do the next show. Achoo! You'll have to do it, lad. Achoo! You have to do it. You need to. You gotta.
I just like run over to Taratha and I'm like, he says I have to go on? What?
She goes,
he's sick.
Yeah, whenever
or
the
something.
clown doesn't go on, they put us on for the finale.
What?
Yeah, it happens all the time. He's kind of a little monster. Look at him. And you see him just like wiping his nose from like his gloved hand, but he's been like walking around like the crowd and stuff like that. You're like, ooh.
Oh.
He's a monster.
What do you usually do when you go on? I don't have anything prepared.
Felix usually does the act. I just stand with the violin. All right, as much as everyone kind of hates Felix, he's good at what he does. You know any jokes?
I don't know if I'm good enough for just throwing joke after joke.
Okay, let's stick with the flute then. Can you do what you did earlier at the time? You're like, everyone, people here are hard to impress. You impress them. These folks are eating it up right now.
I guess I could try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, okay, good. We're gonna go.
Okay. She just like pushes me.
Yeah, she just pushes you out as you just get pushed out into the tent. And you see the ringleader go, and as our final act, a new face to the tent, your very own Ravens drop. He like looks up and goes, Callie, what's your last name?
Sharp.
Callie Sharp! And everyone's like, cricket. What do you do? What do you do, Callie Sharp? There's at least a couple hundred eyes looking at you after everything that you've seen today.
Okay. Let's see. I just kind of like just stand there for a second, but then I just end up just grabbing the flute and I try to do exactly what I did earlier.
Okay, give me a performance check. Okay, you start strong. You know, at first you're kind of like, and you start playing, and finally you get in the rhythm. You're moving along, and you hear Taretha in the back have the drum, boom, 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 and you're like, oh, bestie, and she's like, no violin, just like, boom, 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 boom. You're like, you guys are playing together. Now you're gonna be able to make an advantage to your performance rolls. Go ahead and give me another performance roll.
Okay. Performance.
You're being scrutinized by everyone. They're just like, music, music, advantage. You got this.
Oh, again, right.
Oh, you fumbled. You kind of like trip up. You're like, oh, you're trying to do the dance earlier. You go, oh, your foot staggers and you land face first into the dirt, into the sawdust, into the dirt, just like.
Well, can I try to roll for acrobatics?
Absolutely.
Can
yeah,
I like try
ahead.
to pivot into like an intentional fall? So I try to pivot into
like
acrobatics.
Drop the shoulder and pop back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, acrobatics.
Yes. You pop up. You duck the shoulder, jump up without like missing too much of a beat. You pop up. Everyone's like, all right. Give me a deception or performance or deception. Which one would you rather use to make it look like that was intentional?
Probably deception would make more sense, I think.
Roll for it. Let's see how gullible the people are. You pop up and even you're like everyone's like all right, so people are noticing and you see Taretha go do you have anything else that you might be able to do to make your show a little more brighter, a little more memorable?
Can I how long was that spell for with the can I was gonna ask how long does that spell last with the other little creature that I was being nice to? Animal friendship. How long is that for? Is he
no,
anywhere
okay,
in the
animal
vicinity?
friendship. It lasts for 24 hours, so the creature is in the vicinity. Yes.
So can I kind of like coax him out?
Oh, you want him? You start playing. Okay, you start playing the tune. Give me another performance to start playing the tune to coax out the large creature with advantage because Taretha's here.
Oh right.
Tarethia's here. You're stumbling. You're like you're nervous. You've fallen. You were surprised. You're. Taretha's like, but she switches from the drum. She pulls out the violin. You're like, she like puts her butt at you to do the drum. As she's like, she's trying to like do anything to like grab the attention away from you.
Oh no!
She's like, play the drum.
So do I performance for the drum?
Yes, go ahead and roll performance with the drum, but you're not gonna roll it with advantage now. You don't need
I don't need it, Mac.
You drop the flute into the dirt. You're like, all right, this thing is not serving me. You see her just kind of like beat it. You're like, like you came from a tribe of barbarians. You're like, boom, 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 boom. You start like smacking it like it's a profession. Yeah, start beating it, and you're fast. You're hitting the sides. You're hitting rhythms. You're. If you had done this in the beginning, you would have been playing the drum. I promise you. Everyone's just like, what? And she says. So not only is it hysterical to watch you two do this, but you're really good at it. All right, let's see what the crowd determines.
Is this the junk he was speaking of earlier?
This is the junk, yes, the jazz and the funk on the butt.
Merriwick's just sick and like that should be my music.
That should be my music right there, guys. With that roll, the crowd's like, all right, yeah. They're starting to laugh. This is funny. This is fun. It's not like but this is something nice to end on. And with that, the ringmaster comes out and goes, "Thank you very much, folks. You've been a wonderful audience. We'll be here all week." And like you get pulled off to the side. Taritha's like, "You did great. Don't ever slap my ass like that again." Like you were doing that like a while. It was a lot of vibration. She's like rubbing her butt. It's like it itches.
I'm so sorry. I don't even know what that was. I completely just freaked. You guys just very quick just threw me into that, and I completely thought I was gonna fail. But thank you for helping me. That was incredible. I couldn't have done that without you.
You did amazing. I've never seen someone play the drum like that. That was insane. Why didn't you do that when you first got here?
I was nervous. I told you I've been through a lot, and just being thrown into a group of new people. Plus you guys all seem really good at what you do, so I don't know. I guess I freaked out, so I didn't do too well.
She goes, "I think you did amazing, and if Felix doesn't come back, Lord help us all, I think you would be a great addition to us." As you guys walk back, you can see the group. Everyone's like huddled around, around the man. Goes, "Guys, we're celebrating. We made a killing at the snack stand. Everyone stayed in the seats, baby!"
Yay!
Everyone's like, "Yes!" They all start walking back, like to like the back where you haven't been of the tent, and like you kind of like stand there. You're like, "Oh," and you turn around and Brindle's like, "Come on."
Just kind of like catch up to them. Just like, we had snacks? What snacks do we have?
You guys sit around a simple wooden table in the back, bowls full of stew steaming, tankards of ale, kind of warm even in winter. Laughter bubbles through the group, stories bouncing between performance and playful jabs. "You really saved Kale's assistant back there," Brindle says. And you can see Taritha go, "Yeah." She looks over at Kale. "Thanks for this. I'll have this forever, probably." And he just goes, "I think it makes you look nice." She looks at you and goes, "Nice."
I think you still look great. It's okay. We can figure something out. It's not as bad as my friend. They really got hit pretty bad. She got her eyebrows burned off. If you can imagine that.
You see Puck go, "I saw a lady with like her fucked up bottom teeth and no eyebrows today. Was that your friend?"
No, it must have been someone else. Me just like trying to like save Seb's like
Go ahead and give me a deception check. Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Okay. For Seb.
Puck goes. She goes, "Oh, all right, yeah, of course."
Yeah. No.
You really did you stop? You stopped the Griffin from like panicking. He's been like that for like 6 shows. That was great.
I just
goes,
really.
"Yes, child." She like brings you in with like a big hug and goes, "Oh, I knew you're a special one."
I just
You swallow like a piece of breath and you're like,
best.
you're getting, for the first time in a long time, you're getting a lot of praise for playing music. And you feel again like after you left home, you feel like a part of a tribe again in this strange motley crew of humans, halflings, dragonborns, furblorgs, changelings, each unique yet together. Then the tat flap bursts open with a gust of wind and a loud, uneven footstep. A figure stumbles in, a human man, mid-30s, tall, lean, draped in a flamboyant coat of deep purples and gold, a massive feathered hat tilted rakishly at an angle. A small, shallow knife wound seems to streak across his forearm. He like walks in and everyone just goes, "Well, where have you been? Oh, look what the cat dragged in. Get fucked." And he's like, "Sorry, guys." You see the ringleader go, "Sit down." He goes, It was a long day and a really long night. I'm sorry I missed the show, but please kill me later. I am starving and I have a headache.
I just whisper to like Taritha. I'm like, I'm assuming that's Felix.
Yeah, that's him. Kind of asshole. You're like, as soon as he sits down like relatively close to you, he just smells like booze. It's just like wafts over and you're like, "Ooh." Just like,
Does he drink a lot?
the other performers like rolling their eyes and muttering like playful curses at him. Look at ya bleeding and smiling. The show's done without ya. You see, that's what Mother Thistle yells at him, and then you see Kale go, "Sit, you old fool." Here, and she like everyone starts just like putting bread. Someone else pushes something that they haven't eaten from the meal, so he gets like a full meal from the rest of them. He's like smiling at them. They're like punching him in the shoulder, but it seems he seems like an older parent to them that just kind of like wanders off. They shove the bowls and tankards towards him as he slumps gratefully into his seat. Between bites, laughter, and teasing, they recount the events of the evening, praising your skill and improvisation. He looks at you and goes, "You did all that?"
I guess, yeah. Some of it not intentionally.
No formal training?
No, sir. Just kind of self-taught.
You could see, like as he's eating, the knife wound is still like open. He doesn't seem to have healed it, or he can't. He goes, "All right, all right." So you saved the day then. Improv, instinct, clever, very clever. But how about we start with the basics? And he pulls out from his pouch what looks like to be a large book of sheet music. And he puts it down. He flips it open and he pulls out and he shows you a simple song, one that you actually might be able to read. There are notes that you recognize from seeing stuff maybe carved on walls between like people you've raided, tribe barbarians. And you start putting together. He goes, "Let's start with these basics." And with that, you are gonna be able to get to level 2 bard. He's gonna teach you how to be bard level 2. Yay! You nod, the weight of his gaze, strange but grounding. He's been around life longer than most of her companions have been alive. A little cynical, a lot world weary, but with a fire for the craft that cannot be diminished. He loves to play music. For the first time, you allow yourself to laugh freely with the new tribe. Messy, imperfect, but their own. For the first time, it feels like you belong somewhere beyond the fields of your childhood, beyond the Great Plains, beyond the cavalry, beyond the riders. Your music is finally recognized.